Albert Allen's got the secrets in his hand. Retail heroes taking over this land. Trading stocks with a master plan. Fortunes rising on the Clover brand. Numbers rolling, deals never stop. Bulls are charging, markets gonna pop. Albert's wisdom higher than the top. With Clover Health, we'll hit the jackpot. Fortune calls, Albert leads the way. Retail winners here to seize the day. Clover's Health, dollars gone on its way. In this game, no more bills to pay. Through the highs and lows, we stay strong. Albert's voice guiding us all along. Clover's growth, we're playing like a song. Investing right, never going wrong. Stocks reclining, reaching for the skies. Albert's insights cutting through the lies.
Hello, 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 hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our Stock Talks. How's everybody doing? What's going on? We are streaming live back in Arizona. Oh, my home sweet home. No more Kentucky. Holy moly. We're back in Arizona, but to all the folks that are part of our mastering in Kentucky, Georgetown, we've seen a lot of you guys since I was down there. Love you guys. Love you all. What's going on? Holy moly. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to basically talk a little bit about what has transpired in honestly the past week and also the past 24 hours. So if you don't recall, lots of folks have seen this, but there's a YouTuber by the name of ZipTrader, has approximately 600,000 subscribers, right? And he recently talked about Clover, right? And he talked about it at around the $4 price market, you know, the stock price. And we're going to go ahead and analyze his discussion because we actually were talking about the stock and we were investing heavily at around the 60-cent region, which caused a lot of us to become multimillionaires. So essentially, this is going to be like a fundamental analysis versus technical analysis, even though I use all those different types of concepts. Okay. So with this perspective, he starts off the video talking about his successful plays. I think it would be fair for me to do the same. Okay. So the specific play he talked about was drug. Okay. And just give me 1 second here, very quickly, just 1 second. Sorry about that, okay? My dog was trying to get in. I had to let my dog in, right? The needs of my dog come first. I'm sorry. I love my doggy so much. Okay, good, because I haven't seen him in months. So I hope you guys understand. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back to the analysis. Okay, so he talks about the ticker symbol drug, which if you don't recall, if you look at the past month, drug is up more, pretty much over 4,000%. So, for almost a 40x. In fact, it's actually a 79x. And it went from 93 cents to $79. The thing is, I'm going to show proof how our stock terminal was actually able to pick this up early. So he starts his video talking about his success. I'll show you a little bit about ours. So we have over 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data. And our stock terminal picked up the signal at around $1.32 on October 14 at 7 a.m. And we got so if you were to have invested $1,000 and looked at all the way up to the top, it would have been you would have been able to turn $1,000 into $59,860 within pretty much 24 hours. And these are all the links that show the proof in the pudding. So I can show you the first one, which is here. Here's the October 14, 7 a.m. Here's the ticker symbol drug at $1.32. Then we could just go ahead and look at this one. And then it jumped to $1.83 about 4 hours into it. It jumped to, $1.83. Then we can go ahead and look at the next one, $1.98. And by the way, this is October 14, the day before everyone started figuring out about the company. Because remember, there's always people on the inside that know what's going on. Then it went to $2.49, right, at 11 p.m. And then we could just kind of take it to the ending point here and fast forward to $47. And then now it's around, this price here, 4,100%. So I guess if we were to just kind of take the screenshot by time, we called it out at $1.32, $1.83, $1.98, $2.40. I mean, there's many signals. And then, it went ahead and popped like crazy, okay? We just fast forwarded through time. So that pretty much was there. So he talked about it. I think it's fair that we talk about it too and give hard-boiled scientific evidence of our platform, okay? So now let's go back to Clover, okay? Now, again, this video is not going to be, like a versus attack point or like, putting people down. That's not how we do things here. I believe that people can coexist in the same space. And I honestly believe in, professionalism, working together. Because ultimately, my goal, and I hope his goal, is to essentially advocate for the retail investor. Because the middle class has been attacked. Oh, my bad. My mic is off. My apologies. So I've been literally talking my whole freaking no audio. Okay, my bad. Whoopsies. Hello, Bo. Okay, so what I was going to say is, my apologies, guys. Whoopsies. What I was going to say is, do you guys remember about the drug? So he talked about drug in the beginning, and the stock pretty much has increased. Oopsies. Left off at the same space. Okay, good. All right. So the stock pretty much went ahead and increased. And he talked about the ticker symbol drug. So I think it would be fair to talk about it. So we called this out on $1.32. It's went up all the way to $79. So you could have essentially 79x your money. So I think it would have been fair to basically talk about how our stock terminal picked up. Oh wait, we got the drug spill you gave. Mike was on then. Oh, okay, good. So you guys saw that. All right, good. So I don't know why the mic turned off. So that's really weird. Okay. So that's weird as hell. Okay. Huh. Okay. My apologies. All right. So let's go ahead and just talk about this. So he has different, thanks, B-Rob. He has different philosophies when it comes to the stock market. He's more of a momentum trader, catalyst trader. He's a day trader. Okay. Now the issue is Clover is not a day trade type stock. Now again, he did talk about Clover after the short squeeze. I can't seem to find the videos of him talking about it back in the day. I'm not too sure where it went. But as the stock went down to the depths of hell, he stopped talking about it. But now, since Clover, you go ahead and you increase it to the top here, it's increased around 555% in the past 6 months. A lot of folks now are starting to, whispers of Clover is pretty much starting to kind of permeate people on Wall Street. Okay. And ultimately, we're starting to see Jim Cramer talk about it, people on Wall Street bets. And if you, I guess, were to take the consensus now, I would say 80 to 90% of people, you mentioned Clover, that know a little bit about the stock market, they're going to say, oh, this is a meme stock. It's a shit stock. It's a terrible stock. Okay. And about 20% folks now are saying, no, it's actually a good company. Remember, it was like literally 1%, right? It was literally 1%, less than 1%. And it was only us, to a point where if you type in CLOV stock, you basically see us. We are it, right? We were the only people talking about it, right? So ultimately now, CLOV's going up. That's kind of funny, right? Ultimately now, the goal is, what's the ultimate difference between ZipTrader and the Owl Stock Trades platform, right? Zip is more of a technical analysis person. There was some inaccuracies in his video. How Clover's mission is to get to around 85% MCR, right? That's actually incorrect, because it doesn't take a long time to fact check this, but if you go to the investor relations page and just look at the quarterly results for Clover and just look up second quarter, and honestly, you could just look up the financial slides. I'm sure there's like a supplemental slides here we can pick up, and you just kind of go down here, and I assume they're going to talk about medical cost maybe here somewhere. You can see that their medical cost is not 85%. It's around 77 to 79%. So I don't know where he's getting the 85%. I think that's probably old news. Not too sure where he's getting that, number one. And again, this is not a video to I'm here to expose ZipTrader, or this is a professional platform. We're both professionals. He's been doing this for quite some time. I've been doing it for a little bit over a decade. I think he's been on YouTube for, I think, since 2019. So he's been doing this for a while as well. So for folks that watch our channel, you guys know the level of detail we've got into. I mean, heck, I'm close. We're I'm connected with the company's management team in terms of not on an employment basis, to be clear, but in a professional basis. So we're both professionals. So trying to trash the other person is not conducive to success. But he, at the end of his video, he talks about how Clover is not something you want to hold or something. It's more of a you want to trade it. Again, this goes back to different philosophies here, right? I don't agree with this. I don't really agree with this philosophy of trading, especially Clover. I mean, people have done it with Tesla, and they've ate crap. AMD, they ate crap. Enphase, they've eaten crap. And Nvidia, they again, so Palantir too. So this company Clover is here for the long run, and I think the proof is in the pudding in regards to kind of where we are with this company. So it was interesting to see. Again, I don't lots of folks were saying you definitely have to respond to this. I mean, there's nothing really to say. But, a lot of people now are talking about Clover Health. It's slowly starting to change. obviously from, Jay Sunny here, it's still a super hated stock. I mean, Wall Street Post got removed because the mods thought the poster was shilling. Exactly. No, they removed my post actually. So I went ahead and posted with let me see if I can find it. I mean, it got removed on my end too. And it's unfortunate. I mean, like, what am I shilling? I'm shilling fundamental analysis, the fact that we're making people millionaires. I mean, again, whenever you have individual, I mean, this should basically show you the reliability of Wall Street bets. I mean, people know that this is a crap place, right? But if you look at our platform, I mean, we've turned and helped a lot of people become millionaires, right? And we say this not from a humble perspective. On average now, the Al Stock Trades platform has approximately $55.3 million of net worth. So that's pretty good, right? And again, I want to apologize for the live regarding the mic. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I really don't know why the video here was being weird. So I just want to apologize there, because that was kind of weird. So don't know why the mic was muted. So that's kind of, I am in a different setup now. I'm in Phoenix right now, and I'm about to head to Tucson. So don't know why. So apologize for this, but it's unfortunate. But you're right. It is a hated stock right now. But it's honestly going to help us, because this thing hasn't popped yet. This thing is just getting back to somewhat of a, if you mean just look at the max, it's slowly basically coming back here. I mean, I would say once it starts coming here, we're gonna get to a point where it is going to U-shape upwards, and I mean, it's already starting to U-shape, and it's gonna, especially with its SaaS deals, it's gonna explode. Again, I'm not trying to pump the stock or anything like that. But we're gonna be freaking rich. Okay, I mean, I don't know how else to tell you this, guys. We're gonna be freaking rich. So you're gonna start seeing more people like ZipTrader talk about. It's in his name. He's a trader, right? You're gonna see a lot of people talk about this company, and all we have to do now is we have to watch. And I mean, look at this. This thing literally went from 4. This thing went up 6%. Obviously, day traders came in to day trade this, and you're gonna have a bunch of these cycles going upwards, and upwards, and it's all part of that game. It's all part of that Monte Carlo sequence projection that we have in our Al Stock Trades platform, right? So let me see here. Let me just give me 1 second here. Alrighty. Yeah, so my baby boy, my dog, he really misses me. It's just, because you got to remember, one day of missing your dog is equivalent to 7 days. So imagine, 3-4 months of missing your dog. That's equivalent to 28 months, which is like more than 2 years that you've missed your dog. So it's kind of sad how time goes by really quickly here. So, so in this regards, there's a lot of inaccuracies in his video, which is fine. We love inaccuracies because what's going to end up happening is lots of people like ZipTrader are going to be making videos about Clover. You're going to get a bunch of people. Meet Kevin is about to come. When it's too late. When you might 2x your investment, right? When it's too late, right? A lot of these people are going to come back online. And we're going to take advantage of this, because one is there are going to be people that are not informed that are going to, it's going to be, let's say, a $25 stock, right? And all of a sudden they're going to be like, oh my God, this thing's going to go to the moon. Let's take it, and then all of a sudden it's going to go to $40 and, it's going to incrementally go up. And what's going to happen is we're going to get to a point where the company goes above its intrinsic value, right? And let me just kind of go to the intrinsic value graph here, just so we can kind of get an understanding here. What's going to end up happening is, this company fell below its intrinsic value. It went down really bad. It's going to, again, the red is intrinsic value. It's going to get to a point where it's going to go above its intrinsic value. And this is when we're going to take advantage of individuals. They're going to be buying up here, and we're going to basically sell them the shares that we bought down here, and essentially sell them to people here. And then we could just do cash secured puts down to the intrinsic value, and we could just milk the premium because people are going to push it up and up, and we're essentially gonna take advantage of that. Yeah, exactly. I'm a fan of Charlie. He's a great guy. Yeah. So again, this is why there's a lot of other YouTubers that like take this pragmatic. They take this approach where they just go in and they just start attacking the other person. That's not, first off, not professional. Number one, and number two, what point is it to these are two different level of investment styles. I'm more a Warren Buffett type investor. Which we do dabble in technical analysis, but we are more long-term approached. And I think, it's important personally, I don't watch, Zip. I don't want to be honest. All I watch is that, the All In podcast, to be quite honest with you. And even then I'm behind on 2 episodes. I'm just slowly catching up because I just, came from, a sub internship. So, there's people watch a lot of things, and it's quite disrespectful to insult someone online. So for me, we don't take that approach. There it is, and so there's that. Let me go ahead and just go over the comments real quick. No, wrestling match. I'm sorry, I put versus as like a fun. I think the thumbnail is pretty cool. If you ask ZipTrader, I think he'll agree. I think the thumbnail is pretty cool. No competition. A lot of these YouTubers are start coming on like, yeah. So that's good for us because, sadly, their subscribers are not getting the deeper analysis, so they don't know what intrinsic value is. So we're going to be able to take advantage of this because they're going to do calls, and those calls are going to make the premiums, and we're going to sell it to them. And we're going to win, right? It's just this kind of nasty how it works, but we'll sadly take their money, right? This is what happens, right? I'm giving you how smart money thinks, right? It is what it is. We got to make money too, and they're going to be impatient, and the money gets transferred from the impatient to the patient. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, exactly. Al takes high ground, but exactly. We will like take. We're not gonna. And closing is next. So I think it's going to be a lot better, right? Let's go. Al Stock Trades in the house. What's going on? Good. Love you guys. Yeah, screw that. Welcome back home. Yeah, forget Starlink. No more Starlink. Yeah, I've seen this commentary before. Unfortunately, this. People tend to remember what you've done in the past, right? Wall Street. Yeah. So okay. So Wall Street, right? Yeah, so this gentleman here, info. So we actually were heavy buyers of Clover, especially when it got into the sub 150, sub $1, and below $1 region. And our profits speak for themselves, right? So you can go ahead and talk as many points as you want. At the end of the day, we are making a lot of money, right? Again, this is when you do intrinsic value, and when the company is around near intrinsic value, you put in some, and then when it goes below, you put more, and when it's really below at book value, if you don't recall, we started talking about book value, then we go haywire and buy as much as we can, and we've been doing that, and our profits speak for themselves. But again, that's good. We have, I encourage comments like yourselves because, it's good to respond to, and it's a good talking point because it shows the percentile of how much to buy in accordance to intrinsic value. So I think it's a good talking point. Al's my savior. I love you guys. No, Mike. Yeah, sorry guys about the mic thing. Sorry about that. Whispers. My bad. Put on a shirt. Left off some space. We can hear. We got that. Good, good. Yeah, someone said something here. I got, yes, permanently banned from Wall Street Bets for posting Clove's Iowa SaaS deal. Exactly. Exactly. So who is running Wall Street Bets, honestly? Again, if they don't want their subscribers to make money, that's fine. Because ultimately, when the stock price goes up to the moon, then they're going to basically talk about it when it's too late, because they are literally they are date stamped dumb money. They are dumb money. They are literally the epitome, the essence, the highest, truest, purest concentration of dumb money. And if they want to ban you, that's fine. Let them ban you, right? Because I think, you know what, guys? I think they banned me too, right? I think they banned me too. So let them, because, and at the end of the day, no matter the verses, no matter the reality, at the end of the day, what I've learned in my short life is that the truth will always set you free, number one. And number two, the truth will always prevail, okay? Quality always speaks for itself. Now, I know our videos are not the most fanciest. I tried that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But I'm going to become a brain surgeon. I do not have time to just sit down and edit videos. I just don't have time. So I just give it to you guys. Hopefully in the future, I'll be able to get a video editor, and maybe they can take whatever the hell this is and turn it into video. But to be quite honest with you guys, I really enjoy talking with you guys live. I really enjoy this. I mean, it's the highlight of my day. I don't go to bars because bars are boring as hell. I talk to you guys, and boy, cannot wait. I can't wait until we get to our summit and we go to Vegas. I mean, that's gonna be freaking fun. I mean, like life is, again, it shows you that yes, money makes life fun. But certainly having people that come together with a common shared value, God, isn't that like better than a Rolex or something? I mean, come on, let's be honest here, right? Let me see. So let me just turn this on now. So now the mic should be a lot better. So I think I realize why the mic was crap. I think the mic somehow turned off, and then it went straight to Mac mic, which is why the Mac was garbage. And now we just turned on the mic. So I need to, so now the mic should be a lot better. So there it is there. So again, sorry guys, it's just, my bad, right? Yeah, and Smiles got banned from Wall Street Bets as well. Let them ban you. That's fine. They're silly. They're silly, right? Wow, they hate Clove. Yeah, let them hate it. Then we're going to be multimillionaires, and their Wall Street Bets people can realize, again, the truth always comes out. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, that's incorrect. If you look at his before Charlie Munger, he definitely would have. When do you think will Clove? Yeah, well, we talked about this before. It's in our intrinsic value. You can join our platform. It's a Main Street coupon code, $600 off. Take advantage, right? Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's very transparent. I that is true. I agree with that, right? Let me see here. What's going on here? Now I miss you guys. When's the last time you found a company as undervalued as Clove? Exactly. So look at Enphase. Look at Enphase and look at the intrinsic value. We've done it before, right? So no echo now. You see exactly. Yeah. So I think I knew what happened. There was an error in the system. For some reason, the mic didn't register, and then it basically went to the Mac mic, which is garbage mic. And then it went ahead and went to the more high quality mic. So again, I'm sorry guys for this here. So it is what it is. My bad. So let's look at what's it called? Lending T. I'm not too sure. Join our platform and go ahead and share that with us. I was also an AMD under $2, but got out early at 90. Yeah, so you could calculate the value and you would have known it would have gone to 150, right? So individuals for stock request, I recommend joining the platform that we offer. The data speaks for itself because it's just very difficult to just kind of do these stock. I just don't have the time, right? I don't have the time to do that. I'm sorry, right? It just, there's a lot on my plate, and um, we give you the fishing net, the fishing equipment, and fishing tools. It's up to you if you want to learn to feed yourself and your family, right? Right. So there's that. Now let's talk about some data here. So just very quickly, earnings is this week. Starting earnings, Tesla reports Wednesday after the close. Inflation is going down while earnings and revenue is going up. That's really good. Several Federal Reserve officials are going to be talking this week. There's going to be discussion centered around tax loss harvesting and Christmas rally coming up. A lot of our OG members are well familiar and well approached with this type of timing. The only difference is we're adding a presidential election to it. Now, the market is believing that we're going to have a Republican sweep, which favors deregulation, which ultimately creates a positive feedback loop to companies that their mission will be to increase gross margins, which will translate to higher net incomes and free cash flow, which ultimately will it ultimately aligns with our original projection in 2023 in our annual report, which projected to 2024. Now, if you look at the poly market has approximately $1.4 billion in bets. It's showing a 60% chance of a Trump win and a 39% chance of a Kamala Harris win. Now, the thing is, over the weekend, the poly markets, someone tried to manipulate the poly markets in which they bet heavily to Kamala, and then they bet, which ultimately dropped President Trump's success rate of winning the election from 60% down to approximately 55.7%. But the manipulation was not sat out too long. It literally corrected itself. And it really shows, that even if you try to manipulate markets, ultimately in the long term, the markets will always prevail. The volume now has jumped up to $2 billion, which is pretty impressive. And I think it's going to continue going up. You cannot fake the poly market. Now, Nate Silver's market now is showing a Trump win when it actually showed a Trump loss for Biden versus Trump. So I think that this is, going to be a blowout of an election to Trump's favor. I just think a lot of people support, because Hillary was very competent in terms of her resume of becoming the next president. And if she lost, I just really don't think that Kamala has a chance, given just what I'm seeing right now with the data. Now, again, I know when it comes to politics, people get, emotional, and, especially if their candidate is losing, and sometimes emotional if their candidate is winning. So at the end of the day, we talk about politics because it's directly proportional to the stock market. It has direct implications of the stock market. It's a big, big thing. And if we just leave the stock market, if we leave the political discussion out of the stock market, then we're very foolish, because it's data that we need to integrate. There's going to be a lot of if the Republicans do take everything, there's going to be a lot of dysregulation, which Wall Street likes. Again, Wall Street likes tax cuts. Okay. Now, again, it's unfortunate because a lot of people are going to get hit hard, because when you do tax cuts, it's not ultimately going to help the poor. And this is just my opinion. But from a Wall Street perspective, it could ultimately help the poor from a Wall Street perspective, because then it'll allow more companies to invest in their businesses. But we don't care on both sides. We have our Wall Street cap on. Sadly to say, we don't care about that, which sucks, but we got to be masters, right? All we care about is there's going to be tax cuts, which means that operational expenses will be going down. So it's almost like a free money grab for these businesses, which ultimately will allow them to grow even more, which will cause a surge almost like the roaring 20s, especially with the AI push. Okay. So there's that. I'm very confident with the delivery shareholders. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, so that's pretty, I'm just looking at the comments, but yeah, so very excited for that. Yeah, so that's ultimately what I have for you guys. Again, for folks that are interested in our mastering, take advantage of the coupon code Main Street, one word. We are going to be making another live today if I have time. Sorry about this live being all over the place. It's a new place. Still, it's been 4 months since I've came here, and the office is a little bit dusty here. It's my significant other's room, so it's a bit little messy with purple and pink things all over the place. So we're going to go back home to Tucson later this week, but then I have to come back because I have a presentation at Arizona Neurosurgical Society. So I have to give a presentation on Saturday. So I have to be honest with you guys. These next 3-4 months is going to be hell. I'm going to be traveling everywhere. I'm going to be taking 4 or 5 flights just in the next 2-3 weeks, which is insane. So sadly, the traveling's not done yet, and I just can't wait until like January, February. So I think I just can't wait. You just fast forward, honestly, but we just have to enjoy the process, I guess. The next couple months are going to be kind of hell. It's just brace, us, for that. I think Clover is going to pop in the next earnings, which is coming soon. We have the presidential election cycle. I'm definitely very happy with that. I'm also going to be issuing out the covered calls and cash secured puts on November 15, right when they expire. We're making some damn good money on them per month and even per week. We're killing it. So we're having a great time, which I actually really am happy that Zip was able to talk about Clover, because then it makes the options chain even more sexier, which then we can make money off of the gamblers. Sorry to say that, but right. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Take advantage of the coupon code. Will be expiring soon. Take advantage. Again, Clover's doing really damn well. I mean, many people never thought it would go back to $4. I think it's going to go way higher. $4 is a joke. It's undervalued. We got a $20 million share repurchase buyback program, upgrade to 4.0 star ratings coming up from a 3.5, changed from 3 to 3.5 for next year, remember? And, just very excited. I mean, well, what more do you guys want? I mean, this is very exciting. We have an increase in the, SaaS with the Iowa. We have people hating on Clover. Let them hate on it. Wall Street Bets is going to basically learn the hard way. We're all going to be multi-millionaires. I mean, a lot of us are millionaires, but we're going to be multi-millionaires. And who knows? In the next 10 to 15 years, we may even have our own private jets, right? So lots of great things to look forward to when it comes to Clover Health, and all the other stocks that we have in our stock terminal. Very excited for what we did. Very excited that we called drug out on $1.32 as it went to $1.83, $1.98, $2.49, $4.04, $47.21, $51.07, and all the way up to its high of $79. And we did all that on our stock terminal. So we are doing pretty damn well, if you ask me. And for folks that are on the sidelines that don't quite necessarily have trust, the proof is in the pudding, right? We love to have you on our lifetime access, one-time payment, and our data and our platform speak for itself. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to be financially free? Because this is exactly what this platform will take you to, right? It'll take you to financial freedom, being able to enjoy this beautiful world, being able to go to anywhere in the world and just hit the buy button and go to Hawaii within the next day and enjoy Hawaii, and not just any Hawaii, enjoy first-class service like you've never seen before, right? So that's pretty much the type of program we have. And that's the level I expect for us to gain, right? So we have a lot, right? We have a lot of great things to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a privilege and honor. And my apologies for the mic issue. Don't know what the hell is going on here. I might have to just figure out this and test it. First time here it's been 4 months. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. God bless you guys.